All right, welcome back. First and foremost, want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors and salutations to apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom to you, Akim and Aquath. Also, your children that believe on this word. Shalom to the speckled bird that scattered around the four corners of the globe. This is your brother Kholakar of GMS Northwest. Come back at you with another video. You know, watching the news, I think yesterday, there's some talk about this Venezuelan group, Tren da Aragua, Tren da Aragua, Salakia, that they're expanding in the U.S. and this is going to lead up to that what Trump been talking about, this mass deportation. With the borders, it's these elites, man. They control, Biden them. They control the people that's in office, and they tell them to do things, to further, create a chaos, order out of chaos. They want to create chaos so they can have a way to come in and usher their laws, and their decrees. But before we get into that, we're gonna get into a little bit of this, and a little bit of that, and then that'll be the lesson. But nevertheless, I Google search planets will align, and it says the planets will align in 2025 on multiple occasions, including January 18th in 2025. 6 planets will align: Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, Uranus, Neptune, and Saturn. February 28th, 2025, all 7 planets will align: Saturn, Mercury, Neptune, Venus, Uranus, Jupiter, and Mars. Now, February 18th, now look, be on the lookout around that date. You know why? Because as soon as March hit, we're probably going to be some type of lockdown, some type of pestilence that's going to be ruling in that time. California don't know what they want to do right now. You got a slew of people that's sick right now, man. Like a whole bunch of people. When I go to work, their coughs they have, they're explaining these fevers that they have. They're explaining all of these things. It sounds like Cornflakes 19. But it's not that. It's the Kung flu, So, like I said, keep a mental note on that date. February 28th, because the 7 planets will align, and that's heavy, man. That's heavy. You got 6, and then also on August 29th, 6 planets will align. Planetary alignments, also known as planet parades, occur when several planets gather closely on one side and the sun appear together in the sky. The planets' orbits aren't on the same plane, so they never form a perfectly straight line in space. So let's get a scripture. Genesis 1 and 14. I'm going to read it in the NIV. Genesis 1 and 14, it says, in Elohim, it says God there, but we know that's plural. When you use plural, it's Elohim. Allah means power. Hayim means plural, making it plural. Elohim. The powers. The powers that be, the multiple powers. It says in the Elohim said, let there be lights in the vault of the sky to separate the day from the night, and let them serve as signs to mark sacred times and days and years. Let's bring that back up to the top. Let there be lights in the vault in the sky. So that lets you know this is a firmament. You locked in here, Esau, saying you went to the moon and whatnot. You can't go out there. You can't leave the Van Allen belt. But it says, and Elohim said, let there be lights in the vault of the sky to separate the day from the night. Yeah, the day from the night, and let them serve as signs to mark sacred times and days and years. Sacred times. Those when those planets align, because look, you got lights in the sky at night too. Those stars and planets, which planets ain't nothing but a star. Verse 15, it says, and let them be sign, or let them be lights in the vault of the sky to give light on the earth. And it was so. And Alahayim made two great lights, the greater light to govern the day and the lesser light to govern the night. He also made the stars. And going into this word stars,
Strong's H3556. Kochav.
Kohav. I know it's a ba at the end. Kawab. Star. Messiah, brothers, youth, numerous progeny, personification. The Most High's omniscience. Where did I want it? Down here. Kawab. Salakia. Kawab. Strong's definition, in a sense of rolling, in a sense of blazing, a star, round or as shiny. So round, round. That's why I'm saying the planets can be stars too, but nevertheless, it's talking about the signs. The signs that's in heaven, and these planets aligning is going to show. That means something is coming. It's a nomen omen. Something is coming upon the earth, very drastically. Total lawlessness, civil war, civil unrest. Anarchy, mercenaries. Proud Boy groups. These gangs, these Northern Kingdom gangs that's forming in the U.S. The Lord has got his eyes set on this place. Not only that, these are, like, when we see this in the sky, we know these are tokens. These are signs. 2nd Esdras 5, nevertheless as coming the tokens, behold, the days shall come, that day that which dwell upon the earth will be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. But iniquity shall be increased above all which thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. So wickedness, is is going rampant right now, man. The Lord is watching this place too. Amos, in the 9th chapter, the eyes of the Lord is on the sinful kingdom. Yeah, because this is places it's been through. The brothers in South Carolina call it through 25. You about to enter through 25. Because this place is long gone, man. There's no saving this place. This is Proverbs 15 and verse 3. The eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the evil and good. Yeah, the Lord about to make his promise on this place. He about to move on this place. I'm going to go back to 2nd Esdras 5. These tokens, when we see the planets lining up, we see the laws that they're, because the devil has a short time. He's run out of time. So he's trying to get that birthright back. Esau wants that birthright back. And if he can complete his enterprise, like it says in Job, the 5th chapter, if this devil can complete his enterprise, he'll be happy, man. He'll have earth rulership once again, and that's what he's going for. He's trying to get his way back into the kingdom, or somehow. Well, look what you have with what's his name, Putin, coming out with those God and Jesus is black, and we need to follow the black God and all of this stuff. Uh, Elon Musk coming out with Black Jesus, Bill Gates now, they trying to save themselves, man, because they know they hear the prophets, man. You brothers out there think you're being watched like a hawk, man. They sitting behind those computer monitors. They sitting behind these big jumbo. I imagine that they got this big jumbo screen, right? And it's just got every single brother mapped out on the screen. Every brother channel that speaking 100% doctrine and truth. They're not worried about the IUICs and the IUSPKs and the GOCCs. They're not worried about those groups. Their eyes are on Great Millstone, man, because Great Millstone is bringing out the truth of the matter, and from our apostles, our elders, our bishops that was before us, they came out. And look, it's crazy because my phone, my watch, right, is picking up my voice. And I happen to look down and it's recording everything I'm saying right now, So, hey, like I just said, man, that's spiritual. And you been watched, brothers. You do these, you do these lessons, and we go out there and show our face on the streets and stuff like that. And people are starting, like we've been talking about it. People are starting to ask more questions. People want to know what the hell is going on. Like I said, all of these devices and all of this stuff right here is listening, man. It's taking it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 G. It reads your brain waves, man, and it can pick up. That's why when you go to certain things, you got ads, and no, it's not an algorithm. They literally playing with your brain, man. This is Job 5:12. It says, he disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong. They meet with darkness in the daytime and grope in noonday at night. They plot against us, man. Psalms the 83rd chapter. All of these nations have plotted against us, and they're plotting now. How could we get these Israelites off the corner, man? How could we, but sooner or later they're just gonna have to move on us, man. Like I said in the Apocrypha, man, in Edris, they're gonna be like madman, sparing none. But they're gonna try to, complete this enterprise, man, and the Lord is gonna stop them from doing that. He's gonna stop them from doing that. But like I said, going back to the tokens and the signs, the Lord don't stir them up unless, it's the appointed time. You got to be patient, Jake. You got to wait, as it says in Lamentations, the 3rd chapter. And that's like my favorite scripture, Lamentations 3 and like 26. Be patient, wait on the Lord, man. We can wait all day. Where was I going? Salakia. Where was I going with that? Salakia, I just lost my train of thought for a second. Oh, second edges, the water. What is the second edges? Is it 4? Yeah. Second edges 4 and 37. By measure hath he measured the times, and by number hath he numbered the times, and he do not move nor stir them until the said measures be fulfilled. So Esau's said measure is being fulfilled. That's why we go to the Revelation 12 and 12, because this devil knows he has a short time. He knows he has a short time, and his days are coming to an end. So he's going to move like a madman in the earth. That's what leads us to this right here. The warning. Tren da Aragua is expanding on U.S. soil. So this Venezuelan group, that took over these apartment complexes in Colorado. Now they're moving in Baltimore. They'll break it down to you. It says allegedly the perpetrators in a brazen Denver jewelry store heist in June, the beating of New York City police officers in January, and a man convicted in the murder of Laken Riley are reported to be part of the Venezuelan gang Tren da Aragua. They are a violent gang, says John Fabricator in an interview with St. Clair on Monday. They are well structured. They are here to make money. They're going to identify states that are out there that can go to, and they can write ATM machines, do extortions, prostitutions. They don't care. They see the U.S. as a big money pit. So they see the U.S. as a big money pit. They don't regard it, and that's just because the wickedness has has gotten to the heavens. Here, let's see a video.
They are said to be the perpetrators. They are said to be the perpetrators in this brazen Denver jewelry store heist in June and in the beating of New York City police officers in January. The man convicted in the murder of Laken Riley, all part of the Venezuelan gang, Tren da Aragua.
They are a violent gang. They are well structured, and they're here to make money. They're going to identify states that are out there that they can go to, and they can raid ATM machines.
Yeah, and it's going to continue to ramp up, man. And wait till you see this other article I got up, man. These people are on their way. They're trying to get in before Trump get in office, because they know Trump is going to come with that Palantir AI generated tracking, pretty much a tracking. It's a step closer to the MOTB, man. This Palantir technology. I can see it written all over the wall. This is what they're going to use to track on that MOTB. But nevertheless, this Palantir technology is going to pinpoint these illegal aliens that's in the United States, so-called illegal aliens, that's in the United States. And what that system is geared towards black and brown people, so-called black and brown people. So if you got some melanin, or you color, if you part of the tribes, man, you in deep water, man. You in deep water, and you're gonna need the Lord to get out of that deep water, man, because they about to move swift like an eagle, man. Didn't they just in 2024? They just said that America is the bald eagle now. They actually, back in school you thought that was they talked about it so much, but no. America is a bald eagle now, man. Circle 2024.
Could do extortion, prostitution. They don't care. They see the U.S. as a big money pit.
John Fabricatori is a retired field office director with Immigration and Customs Enforcement in Colorado, where this video of an apartment complex takeover in Aurora went viral, but was at first deemed an isolated incident.
I don't care if it's in one apartment complex. It should be in 0 apartment complexes in the U.S. And we had an opportunity to do something about it early. It didn't happen, and now this gang has just grown.
As I'm reading the comments, people don't understand that the wicked elite allowed this, man. The wicked elite wanted this. All they're saying is Trump called this 6 years ago, Biden and Democrats, and this is a plot to get you people this civil war, man. Because now you see a lot of people saying we got a Second Amendment rights, man. So this is a lot of you Northern Kingdom gonna get caught up in this civil war. So a lot of you you Southern Kingdom too, all 12 tribes, but a lot of you Northern Kingdom gonna get caught up in the civil war as well.
Show they are already operating in at least 18 states, plus the District of Columbia, with warnings from local officials in one of the more recent states, Maryland. Reports show they are already operating in at least 18 states.
They're already in 18 states, man. 18 states. You know? America is through, man. It's through.
Plus the District of Columbia, with warnings from local officials in one of the more recent states, Maryland.
Tren da Aragua are starting to come into the city of Baltimore, which is new for the city police department.
One major fear is already coming to light. TDA taking on local gangs to try to compete over territory, drug profits, and status.
Recently, there was a video that they shot where they shot an individual, a cartel member, 31 times, broad daylight, on video and posted it to social media.
Now, President-elect Donald Trump and incoming border czar Tom Homan say tackling TDA will be a priority on day one. But given just how much the gang has grown, experts warn we should expect to see more incidents of violence with Tren da Aragua behind them, at least into the spring and summer of next year. In Washington, I'm Christine Frizzau.
Yeah, man. 222 call hello Yahweh Shem Shabbat Shem Kakadash. Look, man. There's no way around this, man. You think you're gonna be able to get out of this? You ain't gonna be able to, man. The second Ezra 15:1. Behold, speak thou not in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I put in thy mouth, and saith the Lord, and cause them to be written on paper, for thou art faithful and true. Yeah, what's coming out of our mouth? Because we come with the 100% doctrine of the Bible, the truth of the Bible. You know, starting with our apostles, our elders, our bishops, great millstone. You know, we come with 100% doctrine. So this is faithful and true through faith. Fear not the imagination against thee. Let not the incredulity of them that trouble thee, that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. And you seeing that at an all-time high. The sword is sharpened out here, man. Famine is running rampant. You know, the death angels are out here. It's total destruction. Look at the wind. Look at the weather. How it's destroying places, man. There's 60-foot waves out in 80-foot waves out in the North Pacific right now, man. You know, off the coast of Washington and Oregon, there's 40 to 60 feet waves, man. Which that weather system is now going to go to Michigan and pour a lot of rain there. You know, the Lord is here. For wickedness have acidity polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. So your hope for the Babylon hurtful works are fulfilled, man. They're fulfilled. That's why the Lord got to come in and take this place out, man. This trash bag. Or just trash. We need a new bin. We need a new bag. We need a new liner, like the apostles were saying, man. This place is trash, man. This place is trash. I'm going to jump down to 10. It says, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, the foundation shall be smitten with the plagues and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. Look, it says, verse 11, I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues. This is a plague. You got gangs running around. Not only that, you forgot about the other countries that's out here pouring into the United States. People trying to make money. And Trump want all the tariffs and want Canada to be this. And look, man, the Lord is going to destroy this place. World War III, MOTB, and our coming of our Lord, man. That's all we waiting on. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation shall be smitten with plagues and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn, for the seed shall fall through, the blasting of hell with the fearful consolation. Woe, destruction to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another with swords in their hand. That's talking about civil war. The destruction draweth nigh. You know, there's going to be civil war with the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. You know, the Lord gonna put that spirit on Jehu shall arouse Judah. I just saw a video of probably a Judite, maybe a Judite. You know, probably, you know, you never know. But anyways, Jake going off on a cop, man. He tried to grab him by his hair and all this stuff. Jake went off on him, man. It says, verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. The course of their actions shall stand in their power. They're not going to care about what the police got to say, what the local government has to say, what the United States government has to say. Shall be sedition among men. They're going to be ravaging houses. And look what's going on. Look, did not this gang, did you not see that? So a man shall desire to go in the city, but not she able to, because there's going to be martial law. It says, because of the pride of the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and man shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but destroying the house with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and the tribulation. That's all what's coming here. I got another article right here. We can close it out. New York Post. This is from 3 hour time out here in the Pacific Northwest or Pacific Coast. It was 3:38. Knife wielding TDA gangbanger are repeatedly attacking border crossings in desperate move to force their way into the U.S. before Trump takes office. Knife wielding TDA gang members are mobbing border crossings at El Paso, Texas, in an attempt to break into the U.S. and have said they will attack border guards who try to stop them, according to the shocking Texas law memo linked to the Post last week. 20 of the Venezuelan gangbangers, armed with blades, tire irons, and broken liquor bottles, tried to force their way into the U.S. at the border gate, and missive from the Texas Department of Public Safety read. Another attempt to break through expected on New Year's Day, the memo warned. So tomorrow, what the hell is this? I don't know what that is, Salaki. But here's a picture. This is on March 21. They trying to break in. Rush the border guard, tear it down fence. The brutal prison game is becoming increasingly desperate to salt more members into the U.S. before President Trump takes over, said Victor Avila, a retired agent of the Homeland Security Investigations. You're now seeing violent at the border because they know that it's going to change in 27 days. It's going to change. It's going to be different. They're not going to be sought after, he told the Post. Texas authorities were altered to the gangbangers' attempt to force their way into the U.S. by an anonymous informant who said the violent border breaking-ins in the games will continue every night around 3 a.m. The tipster said the gang intends to cause harm to the Texas National Guard soldiers who are stationed there, especially when they are left alone with no agents to help them. The Texas law enforcement source told the Post that the gunfire had picked up a big time along the El Paso border in the recent days, adding that the authorities have also had to fire more pepper balls at the groups trying to breach the border. DPS didn't immediately respond to the Post request or comment. The renewed violence is centered just a few miles down the border wall from the Post witnessed a violent El Paso border riot on March 21st. So it says in that assault, more than 200 illegal immigrants broke through a razor wire and dashed to the wall. Some of them brutally assaulted the Texas National Guard soldiers in their melee. At least one of the rioters was seen stumping on the service member's knee as the group tried to break through. So this is going to continue to ramp up, man. And we know because of those signs, man. We know this is the end times. You know, we know we at the end of this thing, man. But yeah, let me get this. Zephaniah 2, and we'll start at 1. Gather yourself together. Yeah, gather together, O nation not desired. Before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the shaft, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you, before the day of the Lord's anger comes upon you. Seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought in his judgment. Seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger. And the day of the Lord's anger is coming, but all of these leading up to it, man. So it's better to repent and return back to the Heavenly Father with fear and trembling. You know, and he'll pardon you. You know, your thoughts are not his thoughts, man. So, you know, with that said, I just wanted to bring that out. You know, I hope you was edified. I hope you got something out of this. Hope to see you on the next video. Lord willing, shalom.